Put my chick inside some Louis and some Valentino. Put my bro inside some Gucci and some Moschino. They want my money like it's a casino.
Alright, what's good guys, it's Poku Banks, baby. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And now today's video, what we're going to be doing is reacting to entrepreneurial and personal finance related infographics about Instagram that you see on the timeline. So these are your motivational posts, your business posts designed to make you want to, either invest your money, start a business, basically hustle. Essentially what I'm doing, videos I do on my YouTube, on my TikTok and even Instagram. But what I'm going to be doing is reacting to all of the posts and infographics made by some of these pages and then be criticizing them, explaining what I think about them, why I don't agree with them and why I think otherwise. Now this is part 2 of a video that I made like 8 months ago. Click the banner up here if you want to see that video. So now to begin with the first one, it says, if you invested $1,000 within the first year of these products' release date, Bitcoin, you have $10 billion till today. Binance, you have $7.2 million till today. Ethereum, 5.5 million. Doge, 11.4 million. Now to begin with, let's start off with Bitcoin. Now, one thing I've noticed about with many of these Instagram posts is that simply they like using the fact of hindsight. They're king of hindsight. Hindsight is essentially when you're speaking on a topic after it's happened and acting like you'd have done so before it happened. So for example, investing in Bitcoin when it first released in 2009. No one knew what it was, and to put it into context, 2009 was literally a year after the financial crash, so a lot of people might not have had a lot of disposable income, or people may be a little bit wary of investing into any new things like cryptocurrency at the time. Now don't get me wrong, I do understand the meaning behind the post, I really like it. It just shows people how much money could have been made when investing within the first year of these projects. But again, even with Doge, this was made in 2013 or 2014, it's very unlikely to invest into such a joke. But as of recently, people like Elon Musk and others have actually been supporting Doge. Now when I last checked, Doge was around 50 cents. Now don't get me wrong, it still is a meme coin, but with the way the hype is going, it's looking like it will hit $1. So again, it's very unlikely to invest $1,000 when it first came out. Binance is arguably very true. You could have done so because again, you may have saw Binance come out as a platform and might have thought, okay, cool, this will be one of the biggest crypto exchanges in years to come. But anyways, good personal, but again, let's be real. If you invested $1,000 into Bitcoin in 2009 when it was 0.00009 cents, you probably would have sold at $1, or you would have sold at $100, or you would have sold at $1,000. The chances of you actually carrying it all the way 10 plus years through 3 bear crashes, all the way till where it's right now at $50,000, is very unlikely unless you lost your wallet or whatnot and you found it years later. Cool, so the next post is $1 billion morning routine. Okay Ben, so this is how billionaires, wake up in the morning. 4:30 AM wake up, 5 AM workout, 6 AM shower, 6:30 AM read, 7 AM breakfast, 7:30 AM work. Well, see the problem with this, right, is like by the time it gets to 7:30, you're already tired. You've woken up at 4:30, so I'm guessing you went to bed around 10 PM, so early, very early, 9 PM, because you need those hours in your sleep. You're working out at 5 AM, 6 AM having a shower, then you're reading, you're really using so many parts of your body, the brain, and then breakfast as well. What, are you making it? Is someone making it for you? Look, yes, I believe the billionaires do have some sort of routines, but I don't believe it's as sophisticated as this one. This just seems overdoing it. It's like as if you just want to let the world know that you're such a holy person, you do everything correctly. Us humans aren't perfect. I doubt there's a billionaire doing something like this every day. I doubt it. Because trust me, having a day like this, you'll be finishing a day at 2 PM, 3 PM. There's no way you're doing this all the way till 6. Like, if you do this consistently over years, your body, I don't know, bro. And again, it also forgets the fact that someone may have kids, you may have other responsibilities to do. So again, this isn't realistic in the slightest. You don't need to do this to become a billionaire. But again, if you are watching this and you do this billionaire, morning routine, great to you. I think the most important thing is simply just waking up early. It doesn't have to be 4:30. Again, that's just simply toxic hustle culture. Vols are saying, oh, you gotta wake up early to make money. Look, I wake up at 6 AM, but the reason I wake up at 6 AM is to trade the markets. If someone else is into another industry like property or whatever, then wake up at 7 AM, wake up at 8 AM, I think you're good. You know what it depends on? It depends on what you're doing while you're awake. It depends on the work that you get done. It's not about how early you wake up, because you can wake up early and still watch Netflix all day. It all depends on what you get done while you're awake. And it also depends on how long you stay awake for. So someone can wake up at 9 AM and then go to bed at 3 AM. Where someone else is waking up at 4 AM, they're going to bed around 9 PM. So essentially they'll wait for the same times. It just depends what they're getting done during those times. Now moving on to the next one. We've got 6ix9ine and Jeff Bezos. Again, this is looking Looking rich but living paycheck to paycheck is overrated. Looking average but being financial independent is underrated. Okay, first of all, 6 9 is rich. Like, yes, Jeff Bezos is a billionaire and 6 9 is a millionaire. They are both rich, regardless of however you want to look at it. They are both rich. I don't even know why you try to downplay what 6 9's done. And secondly, 6 9 is not living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know. This guy is rich. You know how much he pays for his security, like. And furthermore, what these pages fail to understand is like as if the only industries they know are the investing and entrepreneur industry. When you're becoming a rapper, attention is your currency. What you're wearing will get you attention. This is how you get more views. This is how you get more clicks. This is how you get more streams. Wearing jewelry as well is flashy. Yes, it depreciates. Yes, it's not worth as much, but they need to do this. Why? To gain traction, to gain people to look at their stuff. Rappers, the more attention they bring onto them, the more money they get. Jeff Bezos, however, he doesn't need attention onto him. What he needs attention on is onto his business, onto Amazon's stock and profit loss statements. He needs them to be great so then he get more investment for his business and then in turn grow the business and the share price, which increases his net worth. That's why he needs to focus on building his business. So yes, he doesn't need to look flashy. And again, 6 9 is financially independent. He has a big fan base, he has over 20 million followers. I don't see him going broke anytime soon, and if he was, he can just utilize what he has on social media. Maybe what they were trying to say was, you know, if you're just a normal person, you're not a rapper, you're none of that, but you're looking rich just to live paycheck to paycheck, yeah, I get it. I feel like 6 9 is just the wrong example. If they're talking in terms of general terms, for general people, 100%, I do agree with that, but the example is just wrong. Cool. Jackie Chan plans to leave his 370 million net worth for charity when he dies. Instead of giving it to his son, he said, if he's capable, he can make his own money. If not, then it'd just be wasting mine. My thoughts. What was the point of getting rich, Jackie Chan? What was the point? Was it just to make all the money and die with it and not pass it on to anyone? Not to, you know, extend your family line and making sure they're all good from your great-grandsons to great-great-grandsons? Was that not the plan? Oh, wait, I just noticed he wants to donate to charity. Look, if he wants to donate to charity, fair enough, but I always had the presumption that people want to become wealthy so then their future generations don't have to worry about struggle. They don't have to be rapping about, oh, I made it out of the gutter, I made it out of the trenches. No, I don't want my kids to be saying that. I want them to have a nice setup for the future. When they're 18, their stocks and shares assets will already be loaded. They'll have at least £50,000 raised just to invest just like that. Now again, I also don't like the fact that, you know, if they're capable, they can make it on their own again. You're making it hard for them. Why? Let's live life in easy mode. Like, why are you making it so hard for them? Like, this ain't a game. I do understand why. So he says, you know, if they're not capable of, you know, making money on their own, they'll be wasting his. I do agree. And this is where you as a father come into it. You can't just, you know, give a whole big fortune to your sons and your children just to flip it, because let's be real, they've been brought up in a different circumstance, so they've never been in the position to be able to flip money or to grow and invest money. This is where you come in and you teach what you've learned along the years, the ways of getting into acting, the ways to maintain your money and manage it and grow it for better wealth. That's what you do as a father. Not only that, but you're also then given on your riches, so then it keeps going on. With the Rothschilds, for example, don't you think that man were teaching their sons and their daughters how to become bankers, so then they can then continue on and own money, own the money supply and keep it going? That's exactly what they're doing, and that's what you need to be doing, Jackie Chan, instead of, you know, giving it to charity. Now, it all depends on you. What would you do? Would you rather give it to charity, or would you be a little bit more selfish and keep it within the family? Now, I'll be real, I'd rather be selfish and keep it within the family, even if they want to waste it. That's just how I am as a person. What do you think? Comment down below. Moving on to the next one. Types of industries to enter to get rich. Real estate, construction, social media, retail, healthcare, finance, energy, logistics, and technology. Now cool. What I personally believe in is that you can become rich doing anything. There's someone in this world that made £1 million of selling pillows. There's someone in this world that made £1 million of selling couches. There's someone in this world that made £1 million of selling iPhones, technology. There's someone in this world that made £1 million of selling clothes. Someone made £1 million selling this. Look, in this world, I personally believe it depends on you as a person whether you want to get rich or not. Yes, you know, there may be a little bit more money in influx into these industries like construction, social media. Don't get me wrong, like that's probably true. But I do believe, regardless of the industry that you get into, you can make £1 million doing so. You can get into water, you can get into recycling. There are so many industries where you could get rich. It just depends on you as a person to take it to the next level. Do you get what I mean? But I do get what they're trying to say. I mean, if you're looking for quick money, you know, or you're looking to, you know, increase the chances of you getting rich, then yes, you may want to enter the social media game or the finance game or technology. Don't get me wrong. But I do believe regardless of whatever you're doing, you can grow it to £1 million business. I think there's even a billionaire that made money off breeding pigs. Just breeding pigs. Just something silly as that. He become a billionaire from doing so. A Chinese guy. Check it out. Cool. Next post. Why are entrepreneurs rich? Why entrepreneurs are rich? So the normal person drinks $200, clothes $300, shoes $150, video games $100, music concert $400, eating out total $14.50, return on investment $0. Entrepreneurs, books, courses, stocks, groceries, business seminar, gym membership, return on investment infinite. Cool. So the first mistake this guy's made is that investment. He's looking at it in terms of monetary terms. This is bad because not everything you do is for a monetary gain. For example, on the normal person side, going to a concert, I like going to concerts. I feel like that's a great experience. That's memories that I'll never forget. You know, I love listening to music. So again, the return on investment is more happiness. It's more fulfilling. I've experienced life. So again, putting $0 as a return on investment, that's just silly. But the rest, so video games and all the others, you do get some sort of return on investment from those, but obviously, is it beneficial to you? Is it in terms of growing your net worth? Not really. So I do understand that point of it. But where my biggest problem is that he is dividing it between normal person and entrepreneurs. I personally believe that my job as an entrepreneur is to create freedom for myself. So in terms of money, I'm financially free. I can do whatever I want. Therefore, an entrepreneur should be able to do the ones on the left, what a normal person can do with ease, okay? Both entrepreneurs, they do buy books, they do buy courses, they do go to business seminars. But then again, normal people also go to, also have a gym membership. They also can do all these other things. For a normal person to become an entrepreneur, you have to do what is on the entrepreneur side. I understand that. But entrepreneurs can do both sides. I think what he really needed to say is that entrepreneurs prefer to prioritize these things on the right rather than the things on the left. I think that would have been better. In terms of return on investment, correct. It's very, very true. How to invest by age. Cool. Since I'm in the 20 to 30 group, that's all I'll talk about. Stocks 70%, bonds 15%, real estate 10%, cash 5%. Firstly, what's crypto? Come on, man. It's 2021. You must be living on the rock. Anyways, bonds. I'll be real to you, bonds is nowhere to be seen in my investment portfolio. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think I'm missing out on anything. Again, I've said this before in other videos. I feel like I'm just a little bit too young to invest into bonds. I want to take a little bit more risk. My risk tolerance is a little bit higher than some others would say. So again, I'm willing to invest into cryptocurrency. I'm willing to learn how to trade forex. Real estate, yeah, okay, I agree. Good diversifier. Cash, again, I agree. Depends. If you're saving up for something, then obviously your cash will be a lot more higher. And you also need an investment fund for any opportunities as well to invest into. But again, to be fair, the thing about this, right, is that it's generalizing. Not everyone wants to invest in stocks. I know there's some people in this world that just love real estate. They just love real estate. That's what their main goal is. So most of them is into real estate. Others, however, there might be 100% stocks and it still works out for them. So again, you don't have to be doing everything. You can make all your bunch of your money through real estate and you can diversify within real estate. Okay, so you can do service accommodation, you can do HMOs, buy-to-lets, commercial real estate. You can diversify within real estate to diversify your risk. And also with stocks, you can also diversify. So this is again investing into index funds for long-term growth. Or you can look into blue chip stocks, or you can look into dividend investing stocks, or you can go into growth stocks. There's all sorts of stocks that you can invest into so you can diversify that way. So there's many ways to diversify. I don't think there's a clear-cut picture for someone to invest between 20 to 30. Everyone has their own risk tolerance. Everyone knows what to invest into. Everyone has different specialized knowledge. So again, I don't think he should be bunching up everyone into this. But the one thing I will say is just anyone above the age of 20, as long as you're investing, that's good enough for me, okay? Just get to investing. $1 million in my bank account by January the 1st, 2022, claim it. Okay, cool. So I guess this is a motivation. At the end of the day, motivation is so short-lived. It's all down to you to get up in these mornings when you're not feeling the best to actually still get onto this work. Even when it came to even shooting this video, I wasn't really too motivated to shoot it, but again, I got myself up. I said, no, Poku, we're shooting the video today. I'll go please some people. So yes, you should read all the motivational quotes that you want, but at the end of the day, you still need to get your ass out of bed to go chase those dreams, okay? No one's gonna chase them other than you. And then furthermore, $1 million in your bank account by 2022. Now look guys, in terms of your net worth will most likely be compromised with assets. So this could be real estate, a stock investment portfolio or a business. £1 million in your bank account, what would £1 million in your bank account be doing? Unless your net worth is, £20 million and then 1 million in your bank account, cool. The aim to get wealthy, all you need to do is save your money and then send your money away and tell it to come back with more friends. That's the aim. So it being in your bank account with the measly 0.5% interest rate for the year, what's the point? Inflation is killing your money and we all know this. So again, I say $1 million in net worth by June or January 2022, not in my bank account. I mean, how would it just land in there? I don't get it. You gotta keep your money always working, you gotta maintain your wealth. Having it in your bank account, it doesn't seem like a wise decision on my end anyway. But there you go guys, those are all of the posts that I found that I felt that needed a little bit more correcting, a little bit more emphasis on certain parts. But don't get me wrong guys, on Instagram you can find a lot of good information from these pages, but it's just that sometimes they like to overgeneralize and are not too correct. But you can learn some good information. It's good to have a refresher of some basic information being taught to you while scrolling on Instagram aimlessly. I hope you enjoyed that. You already know, it's Poku Banks, baby.